Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. We have loads of quests to get through here. We're just going to have to pick one and do it. I think because this is our oldest quest we should do it now, because otherwise we're going to be way too powerful for it. So whereabouts is this quest? I should have looked at that. 8 Typhoon System Phoenix Massing. I haven't cleared this bloody system. I'm not really sure whether it's worth keep doing this. I mean, we only need element 0. Watchmen. I bought that on Blu-ray, pretty close to when I bought my Blu-ray player. And it was so bad, I turned it off after about 10 minutes. I think probably the first line of dialogue. The sound mix was just so annoying, like it was just really quiet and then absolutely deafening. And I didn't need to watch any more to know it was absolute shit. In fact, Zack Snyder is my least favourite director of all time. I think he's actually worse than Michael Bay and U-Bowl. And what was Sucker Punch? That sucked ass. And it was so long. Watchmen is too long as well. Another reason I didn't have to watch it. Hey, I've cleared this system apparently. That's good.
Away.
Hey, we got some element 0. That was worthwhile then. Oh, well there you go. The episode's off to a bit of a limp with this scanning thing. But at least we got something from it. Oh, we've got double element 0.
In research projects, element 0 is used for bioamp and omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
Huh, that's interesting. I must have hit the point at which you unlock that voiceover. So this is just a side quest and it's an early one, so we'll take our early characters. Definitely going to take Miranda. And who else shall we take? Maybe Garrus will have something to say. We could have got him by this point. Oh, yeah, I'll let her do your side quest then at some point. And we definitely want armor-piercing ammo.
Thank God you came. My name is Dr. Gavin Archer. The situation is urgent. We're facing a catastrophic VI breakout. I'll explain the details later, but you must retract that transmission dish. The controls aren't far from your position. You have to hurry.
That dish there, I'm guessing.
Be advised, this is a secure facility. All weapons must...
Oh, that cut her off.
On the monitor. Myself in a computer room on the far side of the base. There are Geth on the loose. A rogue VI program has seized control and I've lost a lot of friends today. I'd hate to see you join them. Please watch yourself.
Be advised. advised. This is a secure facility. All weapons must be declared upon entry and checked with security personnel on duty.
Guess we're fighting Geth here then. I don't know why that seems to be flickering about.
This is a secure facility. All weapons must be declared upon entry and checked with security personnel on duty.
Well, this seems pretty trivial. I'm guessing that's the...
The VI's overridden the controls. We have to stop him. He's trying to upload his program off-planet. Destroy the antenna inside the dish. There's a tram on the lower level. Get to it as fast as you can.
Yeah, I'm guessing that rogue VI was the little green face, or that's how he presents himself.
Memo to all project personnel. I understand there's some concern about handling live Geth. I agree it's a risk, but the potential reward is far greater. Someday your sons and daughters will thank you.
Wonder if this rogue VI is a Reaper then? If it come from the Geth? That doesn't mean anything to me.
This is an automated security update. Geth activity has been detected. Please remain at your workstations until the all-clear is given. Welcome. Today's lunch special is filet egg salad.
Oh, there weren't that many. Can I play the food machine? No? Yeah, I can flick over there. Why don't I go for a grenade?
Concussive shot ready.
Oh, that was effective. Where's all the bloody ammo gone?
Enemy!
Oh man, if I'm not getting ammo from these chumps, I'm going to be screwed. I think that's shooting through a wall there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think we're too powerful for this quest already. Welcome to the Black Mesa Research Compound.
To a new upload target. He'll have a clear line of sight to our satellite. This is going to be tight.
Arriving at dish access.
I don't know how they've got so many geth custody.
Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Didn't I have great trouble? Don't they blow themselves up or something? I'm trying to think back now. I'm sure it's not as easy as
Look
just
out!
picking up some geth.
Well, nothing to worry about. My shields are down.
This is Project Overlord with an emergency message to Cerberus Command. We've experienced a catastrophic security failure and are requesting assistance. What do you mean our outgoing comms are jammed? How can it do that?
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
This way? Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of shooting here. I think I might buy a new mouse mat. I've got like a cloth one because I thought it'd be warmer. And you can stick it in the washing machine. I thought that was really good. But it doesn't seem to be very accurate. Like sometimes I'll be standing still, but the mouse will kind of flicker about a bit.
Data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Before that I had a heated one. But the actual surface was sort of cheapo and not great either. I quite liked it. It was like a little USB plug. I still got it. And you plugged it in sort of a few minutes before you used it. And when you come to it, it was nice and toasty and warm. I think they're shooting in front of me here. Oh, I think I'm fucked. Go, 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 go.
Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Can't aim.
Overlord deployed.
Got hostile drone.
No, I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on there. This, again, is why you don't have run and cover and jump on the same control, because it's just a clusterfuck. Right, where am I? I'm entering this room again.
Trouble ahead.
Fuck fighting them, let's just go where we're trying to get to. Why can't... Oh, because you can't jump out... Jump control just pisses me off. Right, let's try and find our way upstairs. Well, we loaded a new area there.
You need to destroy the support struts now. They have their own capacitors. Try blowing them up.
Where's everyone else gone?
There we go.
They're behind us!
I wonder if I can put the elements on the heavy weapon. I mean, maybe I have done, I don't know. Load some more enemies in there.
Warning. The structural integrity of dish has been compromised.
Oh, you didn't put an ammo on this one.
You've done it. You've severed the link to the satellite.
You've got to be kidding. Move! The whole thing's giving way! Over here! What the hell is going on around here?
Man's reach exceeding his grasp. Come on, I'll explain.
Okay. I've had fuller explanations. Transmission destroyed. Surviving scientists located, if I can talk.
You have my thanks, Commander Shepard. You bought us some time, though probably not much. This isn't over yet.
Who did you say you were?
Dr. Gavin Archer, chief scientist at this facility, and probably the only one left.
You owe us that explanation.
This is Project Overlord, an attempt to gain influence over the Geth by interfacing the human mind with the VI. The results have been less than satisfactory.
Where did it go wrong?
My brother, David, volunteered to serve as a test subject, but his mind couldn't handle the VI connection. He's like a virus now, infecting our networks and seizing control of any technology he finds. It's why you had to destroy the dish. Imagine if his program got off-world.
What's the worst-case scenario?
A technological apocalypse. Every machine, every weapon, every computer could be turned against us. If he hit the extranet, who knows where it would end?
Sounds like a plot to Terminator 2, maybe? No, not that. Yeah, maybe Terminator. I don't know, maybe it's some Stephen King thing. Maximum Overdrive or something like that.
How does he take control of electronics?
This is a hybrid intelligence the likes of which I've never seen. I don't know where the man ends and the machine begins.
You should have considered that before you started the experiment.
We couldn't be expected to account for every outcome. Certainly not the abomination David has become. David, the VI has fortified itself in the main laboratory at Atlas Station. It's in lockdown now. To enter, you need to manually override security from our facilities in the Prometheus and Vulcan stations.
Sounds like it's spread out through a million planets.
How does the lockdown work?
It's a fail-safe procedure in the event of an emergency. Normally, all 3 project leads have to agree to cancel the lockdown. I'm the only one left now. I can give my authorization, but you'll have to manually reset the other 2 yourself.
What happens if I have to kill your brother?
let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, I'm going to kill him. This is a terrible override system. I can't even begin to explain all the problems with this override system. It's absolutely stupid.
Tell me about the Vulcan and Prometheus stations.
Vulcan Station is our geothermal plant. It generates power for the 4 outposts. Prometheus Station is a crashed Geth ship full of dormant machines. We use them for our experiments.
What went wrong with the experiment?
David volunteered to interface with the VI to give it genuine consciousness. Theoretically, it should have been safe, but with artificial intelligence, there's no such thing as safe.
Then you shouldn't have attempted it.
And what if you'd never attempted to find the Reapers, Commander Shepard? Where would the galaxy be then? Sometimes you have to ignore the risks.
What happens on this station?
This is Hermes Station, our communications uplink with the wider galaxy. If you hadn't destroyed the dish in time, the outcome would have been catastrophic.
Tell me more about Project Overlord.
We wanted to turn the Geth religious impulse into a weapon. When we saw them following Saren, we realized they could be swayed. And if a proper figurehead was created, a virus with a face, if you will, the Geth might be controlled.
That's an ambitious undertaking.
It would be the perfect weapon. Victory without casualties. We could avoid war with the Geth altogether. That was the plan, anyway.
What can you tell me about Atlas Station?
Atlas Station is the main laboratory where all of our VI experiments take place. It's your final goal once you've overridden the lockdown. It's also where my brother became something else.
I'm heading out now.
The other stations are all within driving distance. Best of luck, Commander.
Hopefully that means not too much more reading. However, this was a pretty stupid plan with the world's stupidest override ever. If I knew there was going to be more stuff with that M44, I'd probably
Commander, you
found...
need to find Vulcan and Prometheus stations and override the lockdown from each facility. Doesn't matter which one you hit first, but you can't enter Atlas Station until you've dealt with both. Also, keep an eye out for Cerberus security mechs. The VI has likely taken control of them. Archer out.
Yeah, I'd find a reskin. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. It might not exist, but like when they look at the front of this ship, it just looks really naff. I think that'd make everything a bit better. I haven't changed the recording for a while, so it hasn't had much chance to go wrong. So let's fix that. What's that? Is that a timer or is it a distance? No, it is a distance. I don't know what that blue thing is on the right. Come back next time and we'll find out. Perched on the outer edge of Aira's small solar system, Watchman is a mid-sized rock and ice planet that has picked up a dozen moon-sized objects. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere is too thin to support life, with solid ice covering its calcium-heavy rocky core. Footprints of the first surveying teams to come to the planet can still be seen on its practically airless surface. The planet, devoid of valuable resources, has seen few visitors since. A temperate world that has hit the sweet spot for carbon-based life, Horizon has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere maintained by abundant indigenous photosynthetic plants and bacteria. While the native plants are not very palatable to humans, the soil conditions are such that a handful of introduced Earth species have flourished, and the colonists must take strict care to prevent ecological disasters. Genetically engineered Terminator seeds that grow nutritious but sterile crops to minimise outbreaks are the rule rather than the exception. Animals on Horizon appear to be exploding in diversity, similar to Earth's Cambrian period. Large flying insect analogues take advantage of the thicker-than-Earth atmosphere and low gravity to grow enormous. Microbial life has proven relatively benign. A series of vaccinations for the most virulent strains of soil-borne diseases is all that is required for a visit. Prospect is a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant with 13 known moons, most of which seem to have dense heavy metal deposits on first scan, starting a resource rush by the colonists from the nearby Horizon. In a tragic turn of events, a galactic uranium surplus drove half the mining firms out of business, and the surface of some moons are littered with the bodies of executives who committed suicide by airlock. Today's mining corporations have reached a much more palatable equilibrium and hold more diversified and sustainable portfolios. Prospex is within the frost line of its solar system, where ice giants do not normally form. For this reason, it is believed to have been an extrasolar capture. A pressure cooker of a planet, Venture's thick nitrogen-based atmosphere is also the source of wealth for a small colonist industry. While Venture's high temperatures are brutal, the primordial soup is not as acidic as on other hothouse planets, and xenon can be readily collected and isolated from the lower troposphere by recovery bots. This xenon is then sold for use in ion drives and some electric lights. Venture's gravity is relatively low for a planet of its size, making the recovery more economical than would otherwise be expected. Moros is a small rock planet with a thin nitrogen and carbon monoxide atmosphere. Each city-state of Eta claims the rights to exploit the planet for its heavy metal deposits. Individual city-state governments maintain 3 small habitats on Moros, as far away from one another as possible. Nevertheless, the planet's wars have extended here, and the habitats infrequently send small commando teams to assault each other in small unit actions. Travel advisory. The inhabitants of Moros have set large numbers of anti-personnel and anti-vehicular mines at common choke points across the planet. Records of the mines' locations are extremely unreliable. Civilian travel is not advised. A so-called hot Neptune planet, Echidna rapidly orbits the star Typhon at a nose-to-nose distance much like Pegasid, or hot Jupiter. Also like the Pegasids, it is believed to have formed further out and gradually migrated to its current position. Its core is higher in rock content than Sol's Neptune, the consequence of attracting asteroids and other debris as it journeyed through its solar system. Eta is an Earth-like world with a variety of habitable land ranging from deserts to jungles to tundra. It also possesses faint rings, an unusual feature for a non-giant planet. The rings contain rocks up to 1 metre in length, and a wide dust cloud that stretches nearly 23,000 kilometres from the centre of the planet. This impressive celestial phenomenon, however, is dwarfed by the fact that Eta's largest moon, Lite, is in an unstable orbit and is predicted to impact the planet within the next 2 centuries. Knowing that any Aetian venture is living on borrowed time, colonial population and investment has been orders of magnitude less than other garden worlds. Planet Eta. 2 beautiful moons, 1 spectacular ring, 0 neighbours, says a popular advertisement for this terminus systems world. Eta is known for its sparsely settled population, despite being a garden planet with a colony nearly a century old. Blessed with a mild climate, wildlife no more dangerous than that on Earth, and soil and bacteria amenable to imported plants, Eta would appear to be an unexploited paradise. However, it is unpopular for 2 reasons. The first and most obvious is that its moon, Lite, is in an unstable orbit that will lead to a planetary impact and an extinction-level event within the next 2 centuries. As such, all investment in the planet is short-term, and the biggest business is selling off the local biota to the highest bidder. The second drawback is the level of violence on the planet. Like the rest of the Phoenix massing cluster, Eta was briefly considered part of Citadel space during its first wave of colonisation. However, when the colony broke off to become an independent planet in 2133, the Council let the doomed planet go with less than a day of debate. Free from any real governing body, Eta's history has since been filled with wars between small frontier town city-states over its resources. The result is a dangerous world where the average citizen is expected to be self-reliant to the point of fending for themselves against cutthroat corporations, strong-arm militia groups, and even Geth incursions. The fighting is so frequent that the name of the planet itself has changed more than 11 times. In a sign of blunt indifference, standard Citadel galaxy maps refer to the world by the name given to it by human colonists in the latter half of the century.